My friends and I have a question. How tall is a coconut tree? More importantly, when is that question worth millions and millions of dollars?
This is the island of Koh Samui in Thailand. Actually, island of Koh Samui is a little repetitive since Koh is Thai for island. So let's just call it Samui. It's a beautiful island with a lot of beautiful beaches and mountains, but it's also a modern place with lots of fun things to do. And it's managed to keep a really interesting personality.
All throughout Thailand, they have spirit houses in front of their house, and it's like during Buddha days and things like this, they'll bring out flowers and burn incense, and even have special drinks, shots, little soft drinks. They dress them up depending on how the family does it, but every house will have one.
So the island has changed a lot over the years as new people have come in.
So here in Samui, there was a few families in the beginning, and the families would give, when the dad would pass or whatever, they would separate the land, and they would give the really good children the interior land because it's better for farming. So that means the kids who weren't so well behaved would get the beach land, not so great for farming, great for tourism. But they didn't know that at the time. So several generations go, and all the people who are a little bit rougher and not so polite are on the beach. And so when the tourists come, those are the people that they're dealing with. So it's quite funny to see that that was the first taste of people, and they thought they were really nice. But compared to the interior people who are really polite, who give like everything, they met some of the rougher crowd. Oh, we've had a large amount of growth. I mean, before, when you were driving on the main road, you knew one town was done because there was no more buildings, and then the next town started, a few miles away. Now, that same stretch has buildings the whole way, but it's only along the road. It's like a Hollywood stage set, like there's nothing behind the buildings. But along the road, it is way more developed than when I first got here. Okay. And now we have Chinese tourists coming in. They have a lot of money and they come to spend, but the Thais get quite upset with them because they tend to be quite rude. The Thais want to be polite, and the Chinese want to take, in the Thais' mind. So it's quite tough because they're having problems figure out how to deal with them and keep polite.
So, of course, there's been some development of the island. That's happened in a lot of places, whether it's my hometown back in America, or in China, or anywhere else you'd like to see. But Samui has actually tried to make some efforts to control the amount of growth that they've had. And they've come up with some very interesting solutions to that.
Okay, so the unofficial rule used to be nothing higher than a coconut tree. And then because of this hotel over here, you'll see on the right side, it's not that far from the ground, but when it goes to the left, it goes like 5-6 stories, going longer than the coconut tree, which is 12 meters. So after this came in, they changed the rule to be nothing higher than 12 meters from any point of the land.
Samui's had a lot of development over the years. And that's been good in a lot of ways because it's important for tourism, which is important in a lot of places. But it's still a beautiful island, because when you make a rule like nothing can be built taller than a coconut tree, it keeps the new buildings from overwhelming the natural beauty of the island.
Samui is a beautiful island. The people here are great, whether it's the expats who came here because they like the life, or just the natives who've been here their whole lives. It is a wonderful place that has developed, but still kept a lot of its personality. And that's one of the really kind of miraculous things about how places grow.